It's reported as being midlife crisis, right or wrong?
Well, usually wrong. You can get a mixture of andropause and midlife crisis in some men. But midlife crisis is an existential crisis, an emotional problem. And usually when we start our adult life, we have aspirations of what we want to do. And so we struggle towards those. Sometimes they're thwarted, sometimes we achieve them. But when we've achieved all our goals in life, and sometimes that's at the time when our close friends are becoming seriously ill or our parents die, we start to wonder, well, what do I do next? What do I do with the second half of my life? Is that all there is? That's the existential crisis of midlife crisis, where people are making an adjustment to where they go in the second part of life. And if you have had reasonable experiences earlier in your life, that's often a very easy change and you move on to something else. But for people who have had problems in childhood and in growing up, that's sometimes a very difficult crisis period in their lives, and they may need professional help to get through that. But it's not to do with hormonal levels. That's purely emotional.
How helpful is it, do you think, to term testosterone deficiency syndrome the menopause, the male menopause and the like?
It's caused a lot of problems, actually, because people immediately, very cleverly say, oh, but nothing stops like it does in women, you know, where you've got the menopause and the periods stop. So well, men don't have periods, so they can't have a menopause and so on. And it's just caused a lot of rather silly arguments, and it's not very helpful at all. Testosterone Deficiency Syndrome is my term of choice, actually. I think that makes it very clear.
Why is it so hard for men to accept that they're living with a simple hormonal imbalance?
Most of the time it's because they don't know what's wrong with them, and if they ask for advice about it, they're often told, well, you're getting older. And also, because it's never been treated or diagnosed in the past, people expect to feel less well as they get older. Their expectations of old age is that they will become decrepit. And there's no need for that. You can slow that right down and enjoy much better health. And that's really the point of it all, to be able to live longer, but live well. Not live longer and live in a phase of frailty and dependency, which is hell a prospect for most people, but to feel well and look well and enjoy life right until the end.